Evelyn. All right, I'm going to do your 15-minute spiritual healing now. So, you've shared some different things with me. You say physically you're well, although you have a sensitive digestive system. Mind is active and dominating. You learned a meditation technique that is helping you with this. Emotionally, you're sensitive and confused. At times you feel really high on life and then feel really down. Right now you're feeling melancholic and nostalgic. So, spiritually you feel active. You keep believing in positive outcomes. You believe in magic in my dreams and that there's more to life than what we see. You received a big spiritual teaching that informed you that your spiritual body is imperfect. So meditation is helping you accept and understand this aspect of myself. We're going to explore that. I've never heard anybody tell me that a spiritual teaching taught them their spiritual body was imperfect. That is never, ever, ever. Your spiritual body is not imperfect. Your spiritual body is gorgeous. It's superb. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. And it rejoices in experiences. Being human is the challenge, right? And the challenge then helps your spirit to grow. Your spirit is never imperfect. It's always perfect. The experiences are the challenge that help to develop your soul and make it more profound. How many souls are incarnated? Trillions, 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 and trillions, and trillions. How many souls are part of God? All souls are part of God. So if souls are imperfect, God then too is imperfect. God's not imperfect. Souls are not imperfect. You are not imperfect. You're amazing. You need to know that first and foremost. All right. Okay, Evelyn, I'm going to relax and we'll see what we can find here for you. Okay? So... oh boy, I just feel like I don't know, birds singing in my heart. There feels like a real cheerful rainbow smiling the right, so it's an upside down rainbow, so it's smiling and there's light beaming out. There's light coming out of my heart and wanting to touch your heart. I feel just so happy. I feel like, woo, I'm like going way up the ladder of joy. It feels really good. It doesn't even feel exhausting to climb. I'm not even climbing. I'm just going up it like a crazy spiral, going up a ladder of just super awesomeness. I just feel motivated. I feel fantastic. They're saying, do you feel motivated? Do you feel fantastic? They say right now, Evelyn, you say, I feel motivated. I feel fantastic. I feel like a spiral going up the ladder, like a crazy tornado that's going backward. I feel like a happy rainbow that's smiling and not frowning. I feel great today. They want you to say that. They want you to actually feel like your soul is blasting through your own skin and it is smiling and it's huge and it's overwhelming and it's a tsunami of happiness. They want you to explore screaming and screeching and getting the sounds out and moving the body and jerking it around and feeling the joy of being alive. Actually pretending to be a bunny rabbit and jumping in the ground on the grass and being as nutty as you can be and just rejoicing. They're really, really encouraging to be rejoicing in life right now. That is how you break out of this sort of skin that sort of saran wraps you in and gives you the nostalgic sort of melancholy feeling. They're like, oh, we're going to peel off the skin and now you can really stretch and feel awesome joy. And you have to experience awesome joy, you kind of have to go way out there into Nutty Town and just start doing the weird stuff. And after you get the weird out, you're going to be like, okay, I get it. People think I'm a nutcase, but guess what? I feel freaking awesome. I need to do this every day. Everybody needs to do this every single day. We need to just get the nutty out and then just feel actually really happy. We don't know why, but it just really does it for us all. Like, we need to just break the pattern of boring and just get out there and just go to Nutty Town. We need to. So let's see what else here. They're wanting me to actually blend into your reflection and fill you with empowerment, joy, feelings of spiritual glory, reverence. Spirit isn't about perfect or imperfect. It's about reverence. It's about honoring each other. Young souls and old souls honor each other. It has never been about old souls being like, ew, you got a long ways to go, young soul. It's like, I am in reverence of everything you've shared on your divine pathway. Old soul says that to young soul. Young soul says, wow, if only, I hope one day I can evolve to be something as extraordinary as you. There's no conversation about perfect or imperfect. There's only reverence. And through reverence, then we do this, become one. And it feels good inside, right? So I am filling your divine reflection with energy to help you embrace purification, reverence, joy, golden energies, harmonies, nutty town feelings. It's good. I'm going to close my eyes and focus on this, okay? My hands are actually growing, and your hands and arms are growing, and we're growing bigger, like a tree, and we're getting really, really tall, and we're growing outward, and our bodies are just really stretching out, and we're feeling lots of energy just going in all directions, and it feels right because it is right. It's something about you feels like it's had like a mucus that dried, and it's like coating you, and you're just sort of like saran wrapped in like this. And I'm trying to break that sort of energy bind and help you feel like you're mobile and feel a little bit differently about spirit, and just feel like you're charmed by the experience of living, and you're charmed by the messages that heaven shares. And but it's more than that. It feels delightful. It feels encouraging. It feels like inspiration. It feels like something you haven't felt in a long time, and it's love that is motivating you. Sort of like the train kind of it just came to a halt, and then it rusted out, and then it stopped because it needs some love energy to get it moving and going again, and then it's going to go, woo, I'm ready. I'm going crazy now. I'm ready to go places. But where are you ready to go next in your life? Do you know where? Do you know where you want to go next in your life? That's important. They're even showing me what is the thinking delightfully about any possibility, even if it seems impossible. Like, I'm going to just move to somewhere crazy, like Fiji or something. I'm going to move there. I just like put random ideas on a table and start dreaming about impossible things that would just be so delightful to experience. And not say, yeah, but it's not possible. Why am I even wasting my time thinking about it? It's like, it is not a waste of time to think about something that would be so awesome to actually experience in life. And the more you think about it, the more you actually start to radiate energy of joy as well. That aligns you with the way those dreams feel too. Conquering the impossible is actually worth doing, you know? It is. It's worth you doing. Because you are that. You are a rainbow that is upside down, and that is what makes it smile, right? That a rainbow can't smile if it's right side up, right? It's frowning, but you are the right side of the wrong side of a rainbow. That is what you are, and it's beautiful, and it's important, and it's touching lives too. This is far more you than you could imagine. They're helping me to feel more of the sticky goo kind of. So I'm going to start seriousing up and examining it from another angle, okay? I'm outside of you, looking into you from outside. I see this sort of crust all around you. It makes it hard to move the body, because it just solidifies you. It even makes it hard to get the thoughts flowing with love. I've broken this barrier or shield or protective layer. It just shattered like glass that burst away from you and fell onto the ground. You look kind of like a scarecrow, all strawed out. You're made out of straw or something. I'm saying you're a living human being. You're not made out of straw. Your arms are still sort of stuck because the straw is, you're like a scarecrow stuck. Scarecrows can't move, can they? They don't actually walk around. That's just for Halloween stories. They look like people on a stick made out of straw. I'm helping you to release this reflection. Some part of you shows me that it is bald. It is not, it just, there's something not natural about this. Because a woman, this woman looks like she's, this is an important reflection, because women usually have long hair, or that's part of what accentuates their feminine reflection. Some part of your reflection says I don't have any hair nor could grow it, so it kind of makes you look, it makes you look like a freak, you know, because it's not, you blend into the population and you would stick out, right? And so people would say, oh, she must be sick, or, oh, you know, people then look at you because you look different. And the way this is speaking to me is a real sadness. Some part of you has a real sadness in this way. So I'm like, totally, I don't want to see you feeling like this. This is part of your reflection. So I'm going to do work to heal this, okay? It's like, I'm a huge advocate for people loving themselves no matter what they look like, loving each other no matter what they look like. I have like a huge soft spot for this. So it's like, oh man, I want to help you feel that you are such a divine beauty. I don't want you to feel this way. It's slower in the process, but it is very important. It is stalled out. There's some confusion. I am speaking to you about what I see, and I'm asking you what you think about that. You are touching your head and saying, oh, I guess I don't have hair. I say, you know, it's okay. They say, well, what do you think about that? You're actually just looking off into the distance. You don't seem to have an emotional response towards it. You are walking and sitting down on a park bench and just looking at the horizon. You want to feel stimulated with emotion, but you feel something feels robotic or not alive in the heart. You don't have a feeling, you actually don't associate with whether having hair or not having hair has any, it just, you don't have a relationship with any emotion associated to feelings about anything. Thing is you're full of emotions, but this part of you is not emotional at all. It seems to relate that there must be something amiss about this, but it doesn't know how to feel emotion at all. It doesn't even know how to place a feeling associated with this. So in this moment, the only thing you can think to do is to sit on this park bench and look into the horizon, and nothing is coming. Some part of you is showing me another reflection. You're sort of shaking, and some part of you is getting tired in the mind and wanting to fall asleep. They're showing me one part of your reflection actually It's as if in a past life it was some reflection of like an Alzheimer's type of disease, or a loss of thought or understanding associated with being human. Being human and having an emotion, all of our emotions. It's as if when you get Alzheimer's, even the ability to create an emotion associated with an experience, you can't even figure out what the emotion is to make sense of what people are talking about. You even lose your ability to have a natural emotional reaction or response. And you basically become a complete vegetable and have no understanding about anything at all. You just don't have an understanding about anything. Everything turns off completely. They're saying this is important for you to know about this lifetime or life experience. Do you think that makes you an imperfect soul? Or do you think that makes your soul shine with more bright light and beauty? It's deeper than that, though. It's even deeper still than this message. Because we are going to give you your mind back. Some part of you knew you were losing your mind, and that was a daunting reality, and to experience the loss of mind was very difficult for you. And to go into a state where you could not have an association of an emotion related to something that you could recall having a feeling about, but you just couldn't create a feeling. And all you could do in a response to it was to sit down and look into the horizon and not even have a feeling associated with the sunset or the beauty of nature. And you just kept looking, and you cannot gather understanding or emotion at all. So I'm just holding your hand, and I'm here with you, I say. You're not alone, and I know some part of your heart understands whether or not your mind can translate this. I know some part of you still remembers because your soul is so bright and knows very well what love is. Doesn't matter the body. They're wanting to release you from that life experience. The soul endured a trauma from that. And this trauma stuck because it was hard on you to process the reality of what you had gone through. So the body experiences and the soul experiences as well. And the soul can feel the pain of the lifetime. They're showing me what is completely, it doesn't move or anything, like a doll just placed on a shelf and then the cupboard closed and it's just forgotten about. That too became a part of your reality, and the gift of a hand holding your hand and sharing love with you, it disappeared. And now you could feel, you seem to understand there was no love. Although you can't create emotions or understanding, you do, some part of you does know about love. The heart still is a mind as well. Even if the brain goes, the heart is still translating what is love or what is not love, even if the mind can't process or create the right linking between the thoughts or the emotions. They're saying this was extremely hard for you to process because some part of you was basically a doll put into a cupboard and forgotten about, and you just faded away like this with nobody there to hold your hand. I'm opening the cupboard. I'm taking the doll out. I'm placing the doll in a bed. I'm creating a full-fledged adult body. I am looking into the eyes of a very, very old woman. Her hair is really tightly pulled back into sort of a little bun. She's very old. I'm holding her hand. I can feel the bones. Her skin is sort of, there's very exposed veins. I mean, her hands are old hands. I'm holding her hands. Her eyes are kind of glazed over. She doesn't know anything anymore. She's like a vegetable. And I'm just there with her. I'm sharing love with her. I'm telling her it's okay. She says my feet are cold. I'm putting my hands on her feet and helping her feet feel warmth. She can't speak, she can't even think, but her body explains this to me, that my feet are cold. Her body says that I don't want to live anymore. I'm asking for angels to assist with this. With some sort of healing for your soul to release from this properly. They say there were many angels there at this time. The soul, I'm telling you, as the soul leaves the body, it literally looks like the human that forgot everything. I mean, it doesn't seem to wake up right away to even see their angels here. It's actually, they're lifting and helping the soul out of the body. They're like medical angels or something. The soul needs rehabilitated or something. It's crazy. Thing is, the soul is infinite, but somehow the life experience sort of blended with the soul's understanding of itself. It kind of got lost, and souls fragment all the time. Every traumatic experience, they can even fragment several times in a lifetime. It's not just about the death experience. People with a very traumatic life experience, some part of their soul can fragment and stay in that traumatic life experience, which is why you keep reliving the moment over and over and over again, because your soul is still sort of stuck in it. A part of your soul can fragment off millions and millions, trillions of times. But when you can heal that part of the soul, it's a big deal. And so we're helping to create a new version of a death scene or whatever, the letting go of the body sort of thing. They're saying that this is exactly how it happened, and you need to know this in the physical to heal the soul properly from what took place. They say you actually need to know this. The soul was taken out of the body by angels. That's how you had passed away. It didn't actually release. The angels helped it out of the body because it was so lost from the human mind. It didn't just release from the body. They actually came and helped it out. And the soul is sort of like it's in a sleep state. And they're taking the soul off. They said you need to know that. This part of your soul is fully vibrant and fully healed. And they are giving it to you as a gift for you to feel in your own mind, your own emotions, your own spirit, so you can rekindle with the joy of living again. Some part of this soul add an echo into this moment in your life. You needed to know this. That's what they're saying. All right, I have to stop. I'm going over on the time, but this was pretty important. So, Evelyn, thank you very much for this experience here. It was pretty intense. I didn't expect all that. So, I'll be curious to know. Keep me posted on how you're feeling from this. And thank you, too, for sharing this openly on YouTube as well. It means a lot. We can all learn something about Alzheimer's now, and there's just so much more to gain when we share our experiences with each other. And then for those of you watching in the audience, if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, please visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.